So I just got back from seeing X-Men Days of Future Past, and first of all I've got to say it was a brilliant film. I really enjoyed watching it. A film that I have been looking forward to for quite some time now. It is great to see some of the actors back from the original sort of trilogy and to sort of expand the universe a little bit more and, you know, add to the whole ever-expanding timeline, which is going incredibly crazy. I'm not sure what to make of it so far. One of the main points of this film is the relationship between the past and the future, and whether the future's set or it can be changed and things like that, and the way it works out is quite interesting. It begins on a really cool note. Throughout the film the action is brilliant, whether it's in the far future with the mutants battling the Sentinels, or in the past with them sort of battling each other and all those sort of things. The way that happens is really cool, and it's just, you know, it's absolutely amazing. And visually it is a really stunning film with notable differences between the way the future is presented and the way sort of we see the past, and all the little touches are really good, and I think it works really well. Bryan Singer directs this film, and it brings back all the characters such as Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen as Xavier and Magneto respectively, as well as their younger selves played by James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender, and it's really good to sort of see the interplay between those sort of characters, between James McAvoy and Patrick Stewart. It's interesting to see how those sort of characters come together and sort of change the future or change the past. The main bad guy in this film is Trask, who is played by Peter Dinklage, and audiences will better know him as playing Tyrion Lannister in Game of Thrones, one of my favourite TV shows. So to see him in X-Men Days of Future Past is absolutely amazing, and I think he is really interesting and complex character. I like to think I know a little bit about these universes and the sort of characters involved and the sort of timelines, but obviously there's still so much I don't know, and this film does so much to the timelines and brings in little bits of other films and what happens in each thing, and it changes a lot and sort of adapts a lot, and there's still things that happen and there's things that don't happen anymore because of this film, or they do but they're not reality, and the way the timelines work is really interesting. So if you've got any sort of suggestions on that, please let me know, and I'll try and link to some articles about it in the description. I like the way the film pans out. It has great characters, stunning visuals, beautiful sounds, and it just looks stunning, and it's really well directed. The casts are amazing, and you know what, it's just one of my favourite films of the year so far. It's a good film, so I would definitely recommend going and see this film. I know this goes without saying, but just as a reminder, please wait for the credits. I know you've got to wait a little while, particularly with films such as this, but it's definitely worth it. At first I wasn't quite sure what the end credit scene was revealing, but after sort of contemplation and a little bit of looking online, I found it very interesting, and considering what the next film is going to be about, I think it works really well as a sort of teaser sort of thing, and it's definitely worth sticking around at the end of the film. Overall, I enjoyed the film and I would definitely recommend going and seeing it. Thank you for watching my review of X-Men Days of Future Past. I really enjoyed it, and I think you will too. My name's James Hayward, and I'll see you again real soon. I really enjoyed this film, especially the scenes between Captain America and Black Widow. It's just nice to see them both have a bit more screen time together, because they just play off each other really well, and they just have really good dialogue between each other.